So what I wanted to talk about today was how to figure out what is an investment, what is an expense, how we think about money, and understanding what is the actual function of money versus the importance that we give it. So let me just start by saying, what is the purpose of money? Money is an enabler. It's the means to an end. It's not the end itself. And that's where we make this huge mistake. We treat this entire chase for money or this drive for money as the be all and end all of our life. But that's not what it's supposed to be. That money only holds value depending on how much you can get for it. So if a carton of milk costs 65 rupees, 65 rupees is only worth that much. That's the value. And it's only useful to you as long as you can get that carton of milk, as long as you need it, right? So money is the means to an end. It's an enabler. It allows us to live the life that we want to live. So when you are setting goals, if you're going to set money goals, know that at the end of the day, it's not the money goal that matters. It's also what you're going to do with it when you reach that space. So say your goal is to earn 3 lakhs a month. What is that 3 lakhs for? What are you going to do with it? That's what matters, and that's the actual goal. The actual goal is about living the life you want to live and earning the money that you need to live it, right? Money is the means to an end, and it only holds, those hard-earned notes only hold as much value as you can buy from it. The service, the product, the experience that you can buy, that's the value of those hard-earned notes. So don't treat money as the be-all and end-all. Don't treat it as the ultimate goal. There is something beyond it. You have to take it and you have to use it, right? So that was one big thing. Now coming to what I wanted to talk about today, which is investment versus expense. A lot of times we keep saying, but that's so expensive. But why does it cost so much? I always ask this question, is it an expense or is it an investment? Now, if I was to buy, I already have 3 jackets and I'm going to buy the 4th jacket because it's on sale. Well, the question I ask myself is that jacket an investment or an expense? And in all probability, it's possibly an expense at this point of time, right? Maybe I'm not traveling to any cold countries anytime soon, and I definitely don't need 3 jackets, leave alone 4 in Bombay City. So why do I need that 4th jacket? Is it just a luxury? Okay, if it's a luxury, can I afford the luxury right now? Can I do something better with that money? Is there something that I'm not doing? Is that what is happening? So it's from that aspect, think about investment versus expense. Now, when you look at, say you want to learn a language, say you want to learn Spanish, and you go and find out and the course costs you 20,000 bucks. Now, number one question is, how badly do you want to learn Spanish, and how much is it going to be of use, right? That's the second thing that you need to understand when it comes to deciding whether something is an expense or something is an investment. So if you're learning Spanish out of interest, it's a hobby you want to develop, it's on your goals list, then think about it. And can you afford the 20,000? And then the second part that comes in is, can you afford it? Do you have it right now with you to put into a hobby, right? Maybe you don't have it. Maybe you have it and it's there and you can easily use it. If it's there and you can easily use it, please spend the money on a hobby. It's one kind of an investment. It'll always be handy, right? But say you don't have that money, you don't have it lying around, and you don't want to put 20,000 into learning Spanish, does not mean that you give up that dream. There are many online courses then which are cheaper, which will allow you to learn it. So what's stopping you from using that? What's stopping you from moving forward and doing that? So think about this space. When you say that something is expensive, what you want to think about is, what will it help me achieve? When I was in advertising, there was a very interesting term that we used. I haven't used it in a very long time, and usually it's the entrepreneurs and people in business and in the corporate space we use this term a lot. It's called ROI, return on investment. So when you are thinking of spending money on yourself, sometimes ask yourself, what's the return on investment? Sometimes the return on investment is that you work so hard and you're giving yourself that treat and that joy, and that sense of reward is your return on investment. Sometimes the return on investment is that doing something will help you achieve a goal that you've been struggling to move towards. Sometimes return on investment can be that it will change your entire life. So think about what is the return on investment. Think about whether that thing on which you're going to spend the money on is an expense or is it an investment? Literally ask this question. I'm going to give you an interesting example here. A very close friend of mine suffered from IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, and a whole bunch of health issues, and she suffered from it for many years. It would come and go, right? And she tried a lot of things, and some stuff worked temporarily, some stuff didn't work. Now, about a year ago, she spoke to me, and there was a naturopath that she had come across, and she really connected with that person, and she really wanted to enroll in it, but it was an expensive treatment, and it was an expensive course. And she called me and she said, "Do you think I should do this?" And I told her this. I said, it's not an expense, it's an investment. You're talking about your health. If you are working so hard and earning the money that you are earning, and you cannot spend it on fixing your health, the one thing that you need to live your dreams, then what is that money for, right? So that was all it took. The moment I said it was an investment, she went and invested in that treatment. And today she's doing way, way, way better. She travels happily, she moves around, and she's, doing very well because she invested the money in the right place. I've realized that a lot of times we don't spend money because we don't think that we are worthy of it. We don't think we're good enough, and we don't deserve to spend that money on ourselves, right? There's an element of guilt that comes in, but more than guilt, there's an element of, why should I spend this money on me? Well, two scenarios. One, if you're working very hard, you work Monday to Friday, say sometimes even Saturday, and you're earning a decent paycheck, you're fulfilling the responsibilities that you have, whether it's taking care of your bills or taking care of something at home, right? And you have money left. Use it, spend it, go for that, spa session or spa therapy that you want to go to on Sunday. Enroll in the gym, in a good gym because you like that gym and you want to go there. Invest in buying a car if that's the kind of money you have and you want to do that. What are you going to do with that money, right? Also understand that yes, you are worthy of it. You have worked so hard to earn it. You are worthy of that money. So learn to spend a little money on yourself for your own betterment, for living a better life, because ultimately that's what earning money is all about. It's all about living a better life, living a happier life, right? What people usually do when a money conversation comes up, when something about spending comes up, is why is it so expensive? Why does it cost so much? Well, instead of asking why, because why is a trap. When you ask, why is this happening to me? Why is it so expensive? Why do I have to spend so much money? Why does it cost so much? Well, there are two energies that are swirling within you. One is the energy of lack. Why is a trap? So why is this happening to me? Why does life always treat me this way? Why does this happen to me always? Why am I always the one? Why is it so expensive? It's a trap. It's a question that's going to lead you nowhere. So you'd much rather ask yourself this: how badly do I need this? And what can I do to make it happen? Replace that why with these two questions when it comes to money, and you will actually move forward, right?